Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to once again be ranking Formula One tracks, but today we're going to be ranking the tracks and how I enjoy racing them in F1 2019, and of course a little bit of a prediction of how the Netherlands and Vietnam will be to race in F1 2020. So this here is a F1 tracks 2020 ranking, so we do not have Germany to rank for F1 2019. But either way, we're going to start off here with our ranking of what tracks I like to race the most in the least in F1 2019. So, first up is Monaco. Now, again, this doesn't have anything to do with how good the tracks are to watch or anything like that. It just has to do with how much I like to race them in the video game. If you want to see one again, how I like to watch them, go and check out our other video where we rank all the tracks based more on how it is to watch than anything else. So, Monaco was a track that I used to absolutely hate to race. And then my recent career mode, for some reason, I've won all 3 races at Monaco. And I was doing pretty good at Monaco in the 3rd race. I had about 2-second lead until the safety car came out. So I'm gonna put Monaco actually like D. Now again, that's just based on the fact that I've hated racing for so long that it has to like be there for a while for me to get it out of my mind that I don't like, or that I, am okay with racing now. Because I would put it up higher probably, maybe a C, maybe B, if it was something that I'd raced and done better out the whole time. Because again, if it's a track that I just consistently always crashed out of, I'm not gonna have a good thought about it. France, a track that I'm really, really good at. But that is S tier. That track is super, super fun to race. A little bit different from the fact of how it is to watch, but super, super fun track to race on nonetheless. Mexico, what is a B tier track? Decent track to race on. Not as good as France. But yeah. Abu Dhabi, I kind of want to put it B, but I'm going to put it C. Abu Dhabi is okay to race. Again, it's like right here, like, do I put it B, do I put it C? Both times, it's hard to say. Spain, another track I absolutely love to race, on my best tracks in the game. Spain goes right to the top. Another really, really good track for me here, Russia. I love racing Russia as well. These are my go-to tracks. Big, big fan of them. Australia, same boat as Monaco. For some reason, Australia is ranked as a super easy track, but I absolutely struggled at Australia until recently. Actually, I may put that C, but I struggled at Australia for so long, and I finally broke through and figured out how to do that. So there's not really any track in the game now that I feel like I'm bad at, like before. So I feel like I can go to any track on the calendar and win. Previously, there was about 3 or 4 that I didn't feel confident about at all. All right, Japan. Japan's pretty fun to race. It's not France, Spain, or Russia, but it's there. Italy. Again, similar boat. I like it, but I don't like the first little chicane thing. You're not a big fan of that. Hungary. Hungary's a pretty fun track. Not on the same level as Spain, Russia, or France, but it's up here. It's really fun at the tracks that are considered by most fans boring to watch, or some of my favorite tracks to race. So that's that. Belgium. I don't typically look forward to Belgium. The only thing I like about Belgium is that it's 11 laps on 25%. I let this the shortest race, but besides that, not a big fan. Azerbaijan. Similar situation to Monaco, honestly. Yeah, it was bad, but not as bad. And Singapore's in that same boat. Another one that I was really quite bad at, but we've picked up there recently. China. Ooh, this one's hard. I'm going to drop it an S. I love racing in China. That track is very, very fun. Ooh, that one's really good. Canada. B. It was one of my top tier tracks, but I kind of fell off and started raining there a lot. Britain, not a fan of. For some reason, that's the track that I've struggled at. The most of the non-street circuits or street circuit vibe tracks, like Singapore, Australia, Azerbaijan, Monaco, like those four, and I guess Russia's a street circuit feel, but a little different. So those four, like besides that, Britain's on my worst track. Like in my first run through career mode when the game first launched, I was struggling there so bad. Bahrain, another really, really good track for me. Like that's a track that I feel super confident going to, that I'm going to win every single time. In my career modes, when I was struggling at Australia previously, so the first career mode that I did, Australia I won like once. So Bahrain was always that track for me. Like once we get to Bahrain, we're getting our first win of the season, getting some good points. America, not the same tier with these tracks, but I do like racing it. So similar there to Hungary. Austria, my favorite track to race in the game is Austria. Big fan of that one for sure. Brazil, another track that I think is really, really fun to go to. I love racing on Brazil. These are all tracks that I have quite a lot of success at and typically do really well. But if we're going to rank it by success, Austria and Russia would be up there. All my career mode races, I've never lost at Austria, and I've only lost once at Russia. So those tracks are by far my best tracks in career mode, but all these tracks I love to race. I may drop Spain and France down here, like, honestly, but nonetheless. Honestly, I think I will, because I'll drop France. I don't know. I feel like I like Spain more, even though France is a track that I've had. No, these are my best tracks. I'm going to leave it that way. Now, that is my overall ranking. Spain, Russia, China, Bahrain, Austria, and Brazil are the best tracks to race in F1 2019, in my opinion, followed by Hungary, United States, and France. But, also, I'm very, surprised by this, I guess, by the fact that it's laid out in such a way that there's, a bunch that I really like, couple that are, very close here, and then all these are kind of, close together, these here go either way. Italy could go that way, Canada, Japan. Honestly, if I was to do that, I'd probably move Japan, Italy, and Canada to A, Mexico to C. That'd probably be my way that I break it up. Let's just visualize how that would look. So we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tracks that I don't really like at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you'd have 12 that I do like a decent amount. But again, this is ultimately the way that we have it laid out. But now we have to also rank predictions of how I think that the Netherlands and Vietnam will be. Now, I honestly think I will love to race the Netherlands. I think that track is going to be very, very fun to play, and I cannot wait to get the opportunity to race it. That's why I will predict for 2020 the Netherlands will be an S tier track. For Vietnam, I can see it being B. I think Vietnam has the chance. Again, a lot of these tracks are down here due to the fact of how they were to race previously. Azerbaijan, Singapore, Australia, Monaco. There's nothing in E, but if there was, Monaco would definitely be there. We could break it down more by, these tracks if I really, really wanted to. And then you would sort of think, oh, Vietnam's going to be down here. But honestly, the way that I've raced these, street circuits recently, I do feel confident that Vietnam could be a track that I could be good at. I was worried about Vietnam when I heard it was part street circuit, but I don't know. I think it could be up there as a good track. So that's my tier listing with predictions for F1 2020 for the Netherlands and Vietnam. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys in the next one.